Today is May the 23rd, and it is Monday. The year is 2011, and I thank you for tuning in to video number 14 with Gregg Shorthand. In this video, we're going to be going to the alphabet of J, as in Joey or Joe. But right before that, I'm just going to give you a preview of something that's to come. You know, in our English language, we have a word that has, well, there's a number of words that have the sound of I, such as boy and toy, and also the name Roy. There's a lot of words in our English language that has the I sound. And I just want to show you, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, just in case some of you have wondered, how do you get that sound I in Gregg Shorthand? Well, with boy, let me put a line here. It's simply B-O-E. Toy, it's T-O-E. Roy, it's R-O-E. So it's that O-E sound that gives the I, that gives that I sound. And I'm going to write out a few words with that I sound without the line for just a moment so I can move a little faster here because I do want to get into the alphabet of J. The word boy, the word toy, the word Roy. You see how quick that is. The word soy, S-O-E. The word coy, K-O-E. The word joy is J-O-E. The word ploy is P-L-O-E. The word Troy is T-R-O-E. The word ahoy, now watch this, it would be an A, come down, O-E, and put a little dot over the O-E. Because if you remember, whenever you place that dot over an alphabet, that becomes an H. So that's A, hoy, H-O-E. Okay? Let's look at another word that to show you how that I sound can actually show up in a word later on in a syllable, not right away. And let me show you this word that some people are not pleased with, and it's the word goyim, G-O-Y-I-M. The word goyim would be G-O-E, and then put an M there, G-O-E, goy, M. Now, if there wasn't that E there, it'd just be G-O-M, okay? But it's G-O-I. So that O-I gives you the sound in boy, joy, Roy, toy, soy, okay? How fast that is. I tell you, every time I get to write Gregg Shorthand, I love it because it's just so fast. And believe me, folks, I'm a slow person by nature. When I go on a welding job, if I'm not welding for myself and if I'm welding for an industry, I usually let the boss know right away that I am Slow Joe. I put that out there right away when I get out on the floor because I want to be notoriously known as that because I don't want them to ever expect for me to rush. I don't like to rush welding. So really any kind of work. But this is one thing that I really love because of the speed and because I'm so slow by nature that if I can find anything that I can be fast in, I really love it even more. Okay, let's look at the alphabet of J. Let's look at some words, and I'm going to give you some names. Some of you are wondering probably how to write some names with J. Well, first of all, let's look at a word. Some people drink alcohol. By the grace of God only, I don't. I'm not condemning you if you do. But the word gin would not be spelt in Gregg Shorthand, G-I-N. It would be J-E-N, gin. And the word general would be J-N-L. Or you can write general this way. You can write general like, for instance, G-E-N-E-R-A-L. General would be J-N-R-L. That quick. Okay? Now let's look at some other words in J. We've got Joe, J-O. Jerry, J-E-R-E. Jerry. John, J-O-N. Joseph, J-O-S-E-F. That's how you spell Joseph. Jump. J-U-M-P. Jump. Jolly. J-O-L-E. Jolly. How about June? J-U-N. Okay? I'll write it on the line. I'll write some of these on the line here in a moment. I'm just rushing through to show you how quick you can write in Gregg Shorthand. And this is slow because on a tablet, each one of these words I'm writing might be from here to there alone, and you just hurry up and make those quick strokes. Oh, it's so quick on a tablet. This is slow what I'm showing you compared to what you could do on a tablet once you learn this. Let's look at the word Jane. Jane would be J-A-N. Remember, you don't put a E. You only use enough alphabets just to get the sound out. Okay, jungle. J-U-N-G-L. Remember, that's the N-G, and a longer one would be N-K. Like the word jump, J-U-N-K. Okay? It's good to give a little refreshment every now and then. I know some of these things I've already covered, but we need a little refreshing course. Let's look at the word jewelry. That would be J-E-U, jewel, J-E-U-L-R-E, jewelry. Okay, let's look at jostle, J-O-S-E-L, jostle. See, we're using basically a lot of the just the alphabets that I've already showed you in a previous video. But as you've seen that some words we don't have to use the whole alphabet because there's prefixes like overcome. You see that whole word over, you just put it right over there. Or transfix. Instead of writing out the word trans, T-R-A-N-S, and then fix, we just write transfix. So there's a lot of prefixes, over and trans, subscription. So there's a lot of prefixes that we don't even have to use the whole Gregg Shorthand alphabet to even get out the word. Okay, let's look at the word jab, like somebody has jabbed you. Let's jab, J-A-B. And if you want to write that jabbed, J-A-B-D. Okay? I know I'm writing this without a line, and like I said, I hope to put some of this on the line here in just a moment for you. Jack, how about Jack? J-A-K. That could be Jake, too, J-A-K. Let's look at the word judge. Now, this is one word, so you'll know what the J stands for. It is true you can write judge, J-U-J, like that. But in Gregg Shorthand, at least some of the books that I've looked into, you write the word J a little bit above the line. And that stands for judge, just that one J. And of course, if you add an M to it, a lot of words that end with just an M are actually in that M stands for M-E-N-T, but not in all cases. Not in all cases. For the word gum, for instance, G-U-M, would actually be G-U-M. G-U-M. So that M there does not stand for M-E-N-T. Okay, let's look at the word javelin. J-A-V-E-L-I-N. Okay? Let's look at the word jade. J-A-D. Let's look at the word Jethro. J-E-T-H-R-O. Okay? Now, let me write some of this on the line. And in a little bit, I hope to get to the some word beginnings like Tim, such as in temporary. See how quick that is? I hope to get to some words that begin with T-O-M, which is tomorrow. And if you notice, they all have that same stroke, even though they're different spelled beginnings. This isn't as neat as I'd like it. I know y'all are so tired of hearing this, but writing from a slant, it's a little bit hard. Also, the word like damage, D-A-M-A-G-E. That would be D-A-M-J. Damaged. Damaged, add a D to it. How about democracy? The word democracy, the same way. You have that same stroke. It's from top to bottom. D-E-M-O-K-R-A-S-E. Okay, democracy. See how quick that is? Okay, now let's write some of these words that I've wrote in J on a line so you can get a better view of just how the J appears on the line, some of these alphabets. Jen, J-E-N, okay. Joe, J-O. Jerry, J-E-R-E. John, Jon. Let's see, Joseph, Joseph. You see, sometimes you have to come below the line. Okay, let me write some more of these on the line so you can see, get a better idea. You know, by looking at somebody do something, that gives you a real big head start than just picking up a book yourself and just reading the book and trying to learn it all from the book without any additional instruction. Okay, I'm not complaining when I say this. I had no human being ever teach me Gregg Shorthand, not in any high school class or anything. God had blessed me just to purchase the books and just to read and study. I was blessed to learn it. Okay, let's look at jump, J-U-M-P.
See, the P comes below the line. You cannot help it. Some words will. An alphabet will come below the line. Jolly, Jole. Okay. Jungle, Jungl. Okay. Let's see. We have just a few minutes left. Let's see. Jewelry. Let's look at that word. Can't even write these lines straight. Jeulre. Jewelry. Okay, let's look at the word jostle. Josel. Okay. Now, actually, with this one here, I could have made a smaller S, brought the E down, and tried to keep it on the line. And it's just a little hard. On the pen and tablet, I wouldn't be running into any of these problems. But like I said here, it's just a little bit jostle. Let's see if I can get it all on. Josel. Okay. But if it fell below the line, if you brought the SEL below the line, no big deal. You know what it was. You know what you're writing. Jab would be Jab. See, that B would come all the way down to the next line. Jab. Let's see. Jacks. J-A-K. Well, that's Jack. And if you wanted Jacks, you'd add a little S to it. Okay? Now, okay, that's going to end J here. And let's see if I can get started. I've got maybe a minute or so where I can get started on some of these word beginnings. Like, for instance, let me see. T-O-M. Also T-I-M. T-I-M. Also D-A-M. Okay. Also D-E-M. D-E-M. All these here, all these word beginnings are simply represented by this stroke. Now it's not from top to bottom. That would be a B. It's not from top to bottom this way, like a half moon. That would be a V. But this is from bottom to top. Now, just like this halfway can stand for D-A-N, such as in Daniel, or T-A-N, such as in Tanner, or D-E-N, such as in dentist. This stroke right here, this one stroke right here can stand for the word beginning of T-O-M, T-I-M, D-A-M, and D-E-M. Okay? I'll cover a little bit more of that in the next video. We're over 14 minutes, so let me stop this one. Thank you for watching this, and hope you'll tune in for the next one.